Hello and welcome back to the Microsoft Project Fundamentals course. In these videos and this other videos coming, we will be looking at Module 3, which will focus on resources, milestones, baseline, and also topic on critical path. Basically, we will continue with our project plan for Mr. John, building a storage. And we will apply this in that plan to see, show you how you can utilize or know how these things are done. So let us pull up the project plan of Mr. John, which is this. And let's save to be sure it's already saved. Remember we talked about timeline at the beginning of the course, and there you see that based on the current plan that we have, after putting all the tasks or activities and the links or the dependencies, see that the project starts on a Monday, January, and ends somewhere in February 28, and which is somewhere in the finish date here. Okay, so we're going to talk about resources. Now, you've made a plan using the days and how you're going to do them, but you didn't take into account resources. So now it's time to start taking into account resources. However, it's advisable to also take into account resources when you're also making the plan. But this is for practice reason to show you how this is also done. So for example, for each item, we can add a resource name who will be doing the work. There's also another way, which means we can build up a resource register and choose from there. So, but let's start with the simple part. So here I have the storage scope. So someone needs to define or tell the storage scope. So I will just go to under the resource column and say this will be defined by Mr. John. So and immediately you see that this responsible person here will be John. If there are two people that needs to do that, you can click once and click twice and then put a comma, and you can say this can be done by John and Vivian, and then you see that as well. And you can do the same for the cement. You can also say this is the mixer guy, and in the same way you can say this is the wood guy, and this is the E-lady. Now you can keep doing that, but if you have a whole lot of people or things that you will involve, then maybe what you want to do is build a resource pool, something that you can select from. And one way to do that would be to go to the resource tab, and then you say assign resources. And there you see already all the people we added. So you can also add the cost that these guys are going to be paid. So here you can say maybe this is 60. I'm not sure why it doesn't show. Try to type something. So 100 units. And then let's try this. So you can also say for 100 units of the time, this is how much time they will spend. So basically I can say maybe this is also 100. If you don't type it, then you can also just assume it's 100. So here it's assign. But again, if you want to remove a resource, you can say remove. And what you can do is add more people. Let's say we add the roof guy. This is a way to help us remember the names. And here, let's say the mixer guy and the wood guy works only 50%. That let's put it 100, so because that will have an impact on your plan. So, and then here you have not the mixer, but the sidewall guy, and here you have the ceiling guy, and here you have the floor guy, and here you have the, can add more and more of it. So let's see what we have, just to be sure we can. This you can say is the window door guy, and then the paint guy. So basically we can just assign them 100%, that they are all available and they work full-time. And when you do this, you can close. So what happens is, because we stayed here, you see that this is, and I also click assign, it's assigned to this particular row. So what I can do is unassign everything, and you see I have more options here to choose because I added more people, but for this task I want only the mixer guy, and I click outside. And here I want the mixer guy as well, because there's no foundation guy, and they can also be floor guy together. And I can do this continuously. Sidewall guy, and for that I need the roof guy, for that I need the ceiling guy, and there's also the floor guy here who makes the floor. And for the E-lady, put that one there. And for the platform, I will just put the storage platform, and I will put John himself. And the window door guy makes the window and the door, and then the paint guy. So you see, when you assign or create a resource register, let's save this, it's easier to just pick from your register. So, but if you don't have that person in, you can already create it. And then let's maybe move this a bit, and then we can see. We can also reduce this to see what it looks like. So, and then you can see for each task who is doing what. And this is called resource assignment. So you can do that with your project management. And this is basically how you assign resources. And one thing you can also do is, we assume that everybody is working full-time. Could be that somebody will not work full-time. Let's say, let's go back to the resource, assign resource, and let's say somebody like the wood guy would work only 50%, or the cement. Let's see, where are you, wood guy? And let's say the paint guy, we assign the paint guy for 50% of the time. And just close. And then what happens is that you see, then the paint guy changes to 50% of the time. So that means, I think if you take the job he's going to do for 50%, that will increase the amount of days So 6 days from 23 would be somewhere 29th, but then this is ending 2nd. And that takes into account that this paint guy is only working 50%. So that's one of the things you need to keep in mind. But in this course, we will assume everyone is working 100% in that case. So I will go back and I will change this and close it. And then you don't see anything. Okay, so this is the end of this particular video, and we will continue in the next video to show you more things. Thank you.